I used to be just like you. A hopeless romantic with an active imagination. And then one day, I woke up and I realized that my generation only wants to hook up. Alas, I sit here stretching as I approach my mature years, preparing to die alone as I remain celibate, cute, calm, and unbothered. The only way I would ever talk to a man again is if he is significantly older than me. I mean, if you weren't there for World War II, don't talk to me. If you did not watch the moon landing live, don't talk to me. I'm convinced that my ideal man who believes in God, I'm convinced that he's in a different country, different continent, probably half dead on 3 medications, because I think older men are maybe the only ones who want monogamy, but I know that's not true. It just seems that there's something with my generation where you're like lame if you express interest back in the person. Because there's a game. It's all a game. I don't want to... Look, those are my games. Holiday Dog Puzzle, Cards Against Humanity, and I have Uno and some card games. I have enough games. Why won't you let us love you? My generation, there's something wrong with us. So anyway, this is how I'm preparing to die alone. I do some stretches, that is true. I do stretch every morning because I think it would be cool to continue figure skating into my senior years. Yes, because figure skating is something that you can do forever. It's not like, basketball or other sports where it's bad on your knees. Look, I can still do something. This would be called an eye spin or whatever. I can still do stuff, right? I buy my weekly rotisserie chicken from Eataly. And tonight I'm gonna make it into a half-effort chicken noodle soup with dill and some heavy cream. It's that time of the night when my hood goes on, I get all cozy and I start doing chores. But before I begin, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Earth Breeze. You see, even though I'm an old soul, I'm actually open-minded to breaking some old traditions when it comes to laundry. You see how thin this is? This is thinner than the patience I have with dating right now. These are better for the environment. They're lightweight and easy to store. In fact, I actually just took a little trip to South Florida, otherwise known as God's waiting room, with other senior citizens like myself, of course. We're on the beach, we're chilling. I put this in my suitcase and it made outfit repeating so much easier because I don't like to pack a bunch of stuff on vacation. I had laundry in the place I stayed in and I had this. It was so easy. These look like laundry sheets, but they're not. It's laundry detergent that dissolves completely in hot or cold water in any type of cycle. It's so easy to use and it keeps my closet clutter-free. Here's a fun fact. 91% of laundry jugs don't get recycled. They just end up in landfills or in the ocean. I haven't always had the luxury of an in-unit washer and dryer, and I hated taking those giant jugs downstairs in my Marina Del Rey janky little apartment and going all the way back up. It was a workout. If you're a hopeless, heavy on hopeless, romantic, and sensitive girl like me, don't worry. These are hypoallergenic and dermatologist tested. Also, you don't have to worry. You're not compromising on your cleanliness by changing to these eco sheets. You're still getting a powerful clean, and I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. Earth Breeze definitely gave me a nice deep cleaning. I also had brown foundation stains on this sweater that I had on. Go to the link right here, earthbreeze.com/stamps to get started with 40% off your Earth Breeze Eco Sheets. Hey, Reed. See, that's a good man right there. That's a good man, Savannah. Nothing hits like a mom and pop donut shop after a very tough lesson of golf. Look, you know a place is good when they also sell fried chicken next door. You got gizzards and fish livers and old school up in here. I don't want that Dunkin' Donuts. Just kidding. You could sponsor me though. Donuts. Well, this is perfection. This is called the American dream. Oh, to live alone with my paramour and my cable knit slippers and some scorching hot tea. Just kidding. I was not about to take a sip of that. I was just testing to see if you're awake. But really, are you awake or are you asleep? Were you fed the lies of Disney that some Prince Charming is gonna come through that door and come, rescue you and save you? I'm awake. I think, I am, guys, I haven't given up on love. I said it's just this generation. I gotta pump those numbers up. I am going up. 6 to 7 years older, perfect, right? But really, I mean that respectfully. With this generation, if you got into a relationship before 2021, somebody said on TikTok, you caught the last chopper out of Nam. You got the last one out of Vietnam. The rest of us are left behind. But it's okay. Again, 7 years older. I'm going to find my 35-year-old. My legacy is important to me. I refuse to be one of those YouTube stars or celebrities who you see on the news with, oh, her husband, took her money and played her, or, got her pregnant and cheated on her. I'm very picky, and I pick wisely. My 35-year-old grandfather is out there, and I know he's there. I know. And I'm going to find him at church. Actually, come with me. I'm actually packing right now. I have to go. I am headed to Austin for the weekend because I have my whole group of YouTube friends there. So I'm getting out some little outfits and going to church. I'll be wearing a silk skirt. It would be my second time going to this specific church in Austin. I've been going to a few different places. By the way, I live in Dallas. I'm just plotting a potential move to Austin. But this one's called the Austin Stone. I liked it. I liked the pastor. He had a very thick South African accent, which I honestly couldn't really understand at times. But I was like, yes, I meant everything he said. But anyway, the point is, if you still believe in love, if you still have hope, you have that active imagination, where are you going to find your type of man or woman? Right? Because, if you're looking like, man, I want a girl like Kelly Stamps. I want a neurotic, skinny girl with ADHD. Where would you find us? At home. Or at Barnes & Noble. You see, I'm a bibliophile. You see this? I eat up these little, 60-year-old lady on the porch with a robe type of books with a glass of wine. The perfect marriage, the perfect house, the perfect secret. As I step through the cherry door, I don't know what's behind there. Hot girls read. We read. It doesn't have to be nonfiction because this is an escape from that. I hardly turn that thing on. Besides watching NCIS and Criminal Minds, there's nothing good out there. All television to me is just way too overly sexual, okay, too violent, and they're just promoting some whack stuff. I'm just a girl. I digress. The point is, go where someone like you would be found. But don't break into people's homes, because if your type of girl is the type of person to stay at home, don't go breaking down doors. Just go to Target, go to Home Depot, Men, you need to stop being scared. Oh, but people these days like to say you're a creep. Then don't be a creep, okay? You can't blame everybody because one girl hurt your feelings. I've been rejected. Look at me. Yes, little old me has been rejected once in my life because I approached a man once. That was it. And honestly, it stung in the moment because I'm like, but I got over it because then I built confidence. And then the next person appreciated, like, wow, women never take the initiative. And I'm like, huh, you know, because if you're like me, like my face card doesn't decline, but sometimes it does. Like I'm cute and all, but like I'm much better in person, right? I have personality. I can't do dating apps. I have to be in person to serenade you with my dry humor and multiple segues while I'm talking. But I always get back to the point somehow. The point is, go where someone like you would be if you're still delusional and you believe in love. So I'll be at church. Catch me at church in Austin. I'll be at Barnes & Noble. I can be found at a record store. You know, not in the club. 2024, please. Students, stay wholesome and not wholesome. And remember, write this down, write this down. Am I horny or am I just hungry? Before you download one of these apps, men and women, ask yourself that. Am I horny or am I just hungry? Make yourself a meal because you'd be surprised. You know, sometimes we think we're hungry and we're actually just thirsty. I think it's the same thing for that. You know, are you really dateable right now? Or are you just lonely and you have taken part in the loneliness and codependency epidemic in this country? I don't know.